So hello everyone, welcome to Babylon Tome. So this one's going to be about the current hearings at the Senate concerning the fact that the NIH, the National Institute of Health, headed by Anthony Fauci, would be the funder or participant in the creation of the current coronavirus, which was invented in Wuhan, China, but financed by the U.S. NIH, headed by Fauci. And so this guy Rand Paul is the son of Ron Paul, which was a controversial figure historically. And so the basically what's happening is that so he's questioning the narrative, the current narrative of the media, who's trying to blame China all of a sudden. Yeah, it was a conspiracy theory at the start of this crisis when it was Trump that was saying it. But right now, since the media is saying it, it's not a conspiracy theory anymore. And so now they have to face the fact that they had leaked information at the start of the crisis, even before, where Anthony Fauci was told not to gain a function on this coronavirus, and so it actually jumped from animal to human with this, how they call it? They call it the gain of function research. And we have the problem we have today. So this guy is grilling, the Fauci on the fact that they actually financed it. And so we're gonna have a listen to this one and comment afterwards.
The pandemic started in a lab in Wuhan or evolved naturally, but we should want to know. 3 million people have died from this pandemic, and that should cause us to explore all possibilities. Instead, government authorities, self-interested in continuing gain-of-function research, say there's nothing to see here. Gain-of-function research, as you know, is juicing up naturally occurring animal viruses to infect humans. To arrive at the truth, the U.S. government should admit that the Wuhan Virology Institute was experimenting to enhance the coronavirus's ability to infect humans. Juicing up superviruses is not new. Scientists in the U.S. have long known how to mutate animal viruses to infect humans. For years, Dr. Ralph Barrick, a virologist in the U.S., has been collaborating with Dr. Shi Zhengli of the Wuhan Virology Institute, sharing his discoveries about how to create superviruses. This gain-of-function research has been funded by the NIH. The collaboration between the U.S. and the Wuhan Virology Institute continues. Doctors Barrick and Shi worked together to insert bat virus spike protein into the backbone of the deadly SARS virus, and then use this man-made supervirus to infect human airway cells. Think about that for a moment. The SARS virus had a 15% mortality. We're fighting a pandemic that has about a 1% mortality. Can you imagine if a SARS virus that's been juiced up and had viral proteins added to it, to the spike protein, if that were released accidentally? Dr. Fauci, do you still support funding of the NIH funding of the lab in Wuhan?
Senator Paul, with all due respect, you are entirely and completely incorrect that the NIH has not ever and does not now fund gain-of-function research in the Wuhan Institute of Virology.
Do they fund Dr. Barrick?
We do not fund.
Do you fund Dr. Barrick's gain-of-function research?
Dr. Barrett does not doing gain-of-function research, and if it is, it's according to the guidelines, and it is being conducted in North Carolina, not in China.
You don't think inserting a bat virus spike protein that he got from the Wuhan Institute into the SARS virus is gain-of-function?
That is not.
You would be in the minority because at least 200 scientists have signed a statement from the Cambridge Working Group saying that it is gain-of-function.
Well, it is not. And if you look at the grant and you look at the progress reports, it is not gain-of-function, despite the fact that people tweet that.
So
they
do
write
you still
about it.
So here's an interesting video about that. So we had the very same information at the start of the crisis. As I said, it was actually exposed that this guy was the head of the pyramid there, where they are actually doing that. And so I think it's a good time to maybe remind the people who is Anthony Fauci as a man. He's a relatively old man. He's 80 years old, and he is a Jesuit. He was schooled at Regis High School and then went to Holy Cross, which are two Jesuit institutions, and he brags about it when when asked on the media. Also, this now again, there's always a Jesuit involved, and I have this guy here, Bill Hughes, who has this ministry. He's an Adventist, an independent Seventh-day Adventist, and he has done this little booklet here where you can read a lot of information about this. I think it's very important. This thing, it went out probably in April or May to 2020 when it started, the lockdowns and all that. And he's doing a pretty good job in describing the very fact that over a year after, the media are picking up right now. And so I think it's timely that we're starting to point fingers at people who seems to be criminals. I remind you that if he actually did it, he could be facing very dire consequences. I mean, Anthony Fauci. And now he seems to be protected by the machine, right? The government and all that, and Bill Gates. But if the public opinion turns, it's going to turn hard on him because people are angry about everything that's happened to them since the start of this crisis. And it could be turning real bad for him, which would be good, I believe, because, there's always a Jesuit or a secret society member involved in all these things. And I think it would be very good if God would actually expose them right now. So that's the little one I want to do on this. I think that you guys should continue to search and have a look at different media about this. The Hill is not the only one actually covering that. You can see Forbes and even CNN, can you believe? And Esquire, MSNBC, they're all covering it. And so I think it's timely for you guys and for us all to cover it and to follow the footsteps of the Jesuits in order to point fingers and help people around us, understanding that those people at the Catholic Church, the highs up, they are still in control, guys. The world is in their hands right now. So on that, God bless you. See you next time.